To approve the Independence Day Celebration Committee's request for closing and restricted traffic flows with no parking zones in accordance with Chapter 60, Administration of Traffic Code, Section 60.08, Parades Regulated, and Chapter 69, Parking Regulations, Section 69.06, Parking Prohibited, and Section 69.08, No Parking Zones. Motion by Hill, second.
Second. Give it to Vaughn.
We'll give it to Vaughn. Second by Vaughn. Roll call, please.
Hill.
Get your name in there.
Donalbaugh.
Yes.
Grover.
Yes.
Brown.
Yes.
Holland.
Yes.
Linnaeus.
Yes.
Vaughn.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Onward and up to number 9. Motion to approve the Independence Day Celebration Committee fireworks display to be held Friday, July 4th, 2014, and request for control of the Wapsipinicon River and approve the committee's compliance with regulations related to Chapter 41, Public Health and Safety, Section 41.12, fireworks. You gotta see these. Any discussion on that?
No.
Motion? Motion from Dallenbach, second.
I'll
Second.
second it.
Second from Lennius. Roll call, please.
Donalbaugh.
Yes.
Grover.
Yes.
Brown.
Yes.
Holland.
Yes.
Linnaeus.
Yes.
Vaughn.
Yes.
Hill.
Yes.
Thank you. And thank you all for being here and explaining things and being faster than me. I was reading and up there you are there. Okay, onward to resolutions. Number 10, motion to adopt a resolution authorizing the city clerk treasurer to prepare and record necessary transactions within accounts funds as per the state auditor's recommendations to correct fund balances in the general fund and the water construction fund. I believe this information was in your packets, and if you have any questions, Barb's here. Referring them all to
I don't
her.
have any.
Make a motion.
Second.
Who did, who?
John.
John.
Okay, motion from Hill, motion from Holland, second by Hill. Roll call, please.
Grover.
Yes.
Brown.
Yes.
Holland.
Yes.
Linnaeus.
Yes.
Vaughn.
Yes.
Hill.
Yes.
Donalbaugh.
Yes.
Thank you. Number 11, motion to adopt a resolution to approve the 2013 utility write-offs to be written off in 2014, totaling $4,980.13, and to authorize Independence Light and Power to proceed with their process in writing these amounts off. Again, it was in your packet, and Barb gets to answer all the questions.
The only question I read through them, and they're virtually all bankruptcies. And they've already gone after them, and it's just a done deal now, right?
Pretty much
Yeah.
by that time.
Yeah.
I
that's
talked
what
to them today
figured.
too, and if these people should ever move back to town, before they can get power, they gotta pay it back
Oh,
bill, so it would
okay.
be collected, could be collected if they ever come back to town, so, that's good to
Okay.
know.
Okay.
Okay. Any other discussion? A motion?
I'll make a motion.
Motion from Grover, second.
1 second.
Second from Brown. Roll call, please.
Brown.
Yes.
Holland.
Yes.
Linnaeus.
Yes.
Vaughn.
Yes.
Hill.
Yes.
Donalbaugh.
Yes.
Grover.
Yes.
Thank you. Number 12, motion to adopt a resolution approving the renewal of Section 125 premium only plan for the exclusive benefit of the employees of the City of Independence to be effective July 1, 2014 through June 30th, 2015.
I just have one question. There usually can be 3 parts to this. Is there a reason we've never done the other 2?
3 parts to our insurance plan.
Section 125, there's premiums, and then there are usually unreimbursed medical costs that you can have deducted, and then dependent care for anybody that's got child care that wants to have it pre-tax money used.
Right.
We've just never been asked to pursue that or research that. It's
Our
never been looked at that I'm aware of.
city employees do have out-of-pocket expenses.
Yes.
So, I mean, it
Yeah,
does
it's
save
pretty-
them tax money, but
Yeah.
I just always kind of wondered why we've never,
Employees have
Yeah.
never asked for that as a benefit or anything? Not even in union negotiations or anything?
I'm not certain about that. I'm not part of union negotiations.
Okay,
they may not be aware of it.
yeah.
I know we go through a whole day of sitting down and going through that when something worth going through with the employees, cause there's a lot of stuff that you don't realize that you can put on there, so.
That does have to be approved by the city then as part of the policy, whatever you add to that pre-tax situation, and there's a whole variety of things you can do, so.
And it does save the city money too, because
Mhm.
you're not paying the withholding taxes on it.
Right, yep. Food for thought.
Was it, is it something that you wanted to pass tonight and explore later? I mean, it sounds like
It's
it.
usually fairly easy to just amend your plan.
I'm wondering if you could adopt it tonight, and if you wanted to amend the plan to later as a resolution, you could probably do that and offer that benefit if you wanted to, but that way you get it done tonight, but you could, I don't know why you couldn't amend it yet this year or yet next month or whatever you wanna do it, if that's your council's desire.
Or do you wanna
Yeah,
wait for the city manager to get here and have him explore the options and then bring it back to amend the plan?
Well, is it
I
something
think
you can
they're-
plug in at any time?
I
I
think
mean,
you
you
can
can just turn the
can't you
switch on at
change
any
your
time during the
plan?
year?
I don't know. No, I don't think so.
So it has to go into effect
I think you have to have it.
before the day the policy is effective.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's the way they typically are.
I don't know when your policy's effective though.
July 1st.
July 1 to June 30th, it's our fiscal year.
Yeah, cause that's how they bring out the pre-tax stuff, they take it out of our check every month, every paycheck, so I don't have, and then I can use it right away if I need to. Let's say my wife has a medical expense, and I'm putting so much away in pre-tax, I can use it right away without even them taking that all out of my check, but then after so long, they'll slowly take whatever, $20 out of my check every time to pay back before I actually, cause I've spent it before I've actually had it there. That's why they do it every year, so we can do
The
it once a
key
year.
is, though, if you have those plans, if you don't use that money you took out
You lose it.
at the end of the fiscal year, you lose it.
Yep.
They have changed it though, this year, the IRS, you can carry $500 over.
Really?
If you,
Well, that's good.
If you put that in your plan, you can carry up to $500 over.
Because doesn't each employee have to decide what amount or what things they're
Mhm.
gonna use it for?
Right.
I mean, you have a, maybe like a cafeteria, you have a list that they can pick and choose from, but then they have to say how much they wanna put it back at each check.
Yep.
And have to use it by the end of their fiscal year, or now they can carry
They
over
can
some.
carry 500
That's good, that's
over.
new.
Well, we've got 45 days. Can we get that presented to the employees? If they accept it, then we just go off
I
of
don't
the.
see how, because this is just an annual plan that we've had each year for premium only.
I think we're just offering it. If they wanna participate, they can. If they don't,
It would be a
they
new
don't.
amendment with the company that we're working with, or a new
Yeah.
add-on, so there would be new documents to be approved, new amounts to be approved,
Who does that for us? Is it
group services,
Group Services?
our third-party administrator.
Maybe what we could do is we could pass what we have tonight, so we don't wanna we wanna make sure we have at least that.
Mhm.
And then refer it, maybe the council could refer it to Group Services for a recommendation to see if we can to see if they recommend the other two and to see if we can get it done and
You
then.
can only do a max of 2,500 now too on it. The dependent care is more difficult. I mean, it's great because you're babysitting, your adult care. It's $1 from your taxes, whereas if you are using the deduction, you get 10% of 10% for 50 cents on the $1,000 or so. But the trouble with dependent care is you've got a 2-month carryover where 1 month you don't pre-fund dependent care. And so 1 month the participant has to pay
The childcare.
and plus have money deducted for the next month. But once they're in it, it's great as far as taxes, childcare. So,
It also, unless you actually sit down and read through it or somebody explains it to you, it's hard to understand what you're doing. We have somebody every year that comes in when we sign up for our stuff and they explain what you can use and what you can't use and so forth. So if we're gonna do it for the employees, we need to have somebody there so somebody doesn't make a mistake and put more in than what they think they need, cause something they put in they can't use it for. So, I'd like to see somebody come in and at least explain it to them when they're signing up for this so that they know, cause for the employees here, every year, do they sign up at a certain time, or is there anything they do differently?
Right now, with the section 129 125 premium only.
Mhm.
This Friday, something's going in their payroll stuffer explaining that we're renewing the premium only pre-plan,
Mhm.
and they have to fill out a new election form every year. That's just with the new ACA rules
Oh.
and regulations. So they'll get a memo in their payroll stuffer, and then they'll get an election form if they want to continue to participate, or if they would have a recurring event that they can change. If there's been a marriage or divorce and they have some changes, then they can fill out there's like 4 separate forms.
Mhm.
But if they're gonna continue, they want no interruption in the plan, and they wanna continue the plan participation, then they fill out the election form. And that all has to be done before a renewal.
And so that's the premium that they pay towards their health insurance,
Yes.
and they can take that out prior to taxes?
Yes.
Okay. So actually, what I'm hearing is the fact that to try and change this and open more opportunities to the employees really can't get done in 45 days and do it well.
I don't think you will be able to.
You
But
can-
it's something we can look
I don't think we
into
ought to
next
pass on it,
year.
just,
You
I
would-
think we ought to at least,
You
Right.
can have
Do what Carter
employee
says.
meetings fairly
Mm.
quick turnaround.
Yeah.
It's pretty straightforward. You get a worksheet, tells you what medicals, depends whether you have eye, glass, dental. You can jump in and out of it. If you're gonna have a root canal one year, you can wait till July 2nd, have it done, and get an interest-free, pre-funded loan.
Well, it sounds like we need to get a hold of our third-party provider, though, to be a part of this and what they're willing to do.
Oh, they'll do it. They don't mind it, because then they get to administer it and they'll charge for it.
So, is this something the finance committee can work on and try and put together, so we have a motion at the next meeting instead?
I think
yeah,
just.
I mean, we can talk to the third party or with
Yeah,
Barb's
Barb,
help
could
and,
you just contact them and have them
Yeah.
send us the information on that, what the
And they'll-
cost would be?
And
Yeah,
you'll
I
get
think just with
together
a
and things
consensus
and-
of the council to move Barb towards that, make that phone call, get it, rather than wait for, because I know
I
maybe
think
next
we
day
ought to
he's gonna
pass
be-
this and
Yeah.
so that we don't wait any longer.
So we want to pass this part at least, so we have that in
Yeah,
effect.
and then we can
And
amend
then
it.
you guys will work on it, and if we want to make an amendment to it
Right.
prior to the next meeting, you can add an addendum or amendment to it at that point. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, a motion to that degree
So moved.
from Holland, second,
second.
from Lennius. Any other discussion?
Sounds good.
Roll call, please.
Holland,
Yes.
Lennius,
Yes.
Vaughn,
Yes.
Hill,
Yes.
Dallenbach,
Yes.
Grover,
Yes.
Brown.
Yes.
Thank you, Robert.
Yes, thanks. Now you've been busy little beavers for the next 2 weeks. I'll just sit back and watch. Number 12, I guess number 13. Right, motion to adopt a resolution approving and authorizing a contribution to Iowa COPS, COPS, in recognition of honoring Officer Pierce and his dedication and service to law enforcement. This was in your packet also. I don't know if there's something you guys would like me to read into record of the letters that a gentleman by the name of Tim Burnett is going to be riding the RAGBRAI for 2014, and when he rides, he carries an American flag in honor of a fallen officer. And this year he has selected Harold Pierce, who passed away on January 5th, 1956, from here in Independence. And so in his ride on the RAGBRAI through the whole thing, he does this on an annual basis, and he selects somebody from one of the towns he's going through. And in his letter, says, I would like to ask if you would consider making a donation to Iowa COPS in the name of Officer Pierce. We would like to see if $1,000 could be donated. However, if this amount is not within your budget, then we ask that you consider making a donation of whatever amount you see appropriate and that falls within your budget. Donations can be payable to and mailed to Iowa COPS, Post Office Box 52, Granger, Iowa. And then there is a website of www.iowacops.org. And I think there was a second attachment or second email he had sent me. I had invited him to come and speak so he could give you more information about this. He offered to come anytime we would like to, except this weekend he is